The air we breathe is the most important component for our livelihood, just like the food we eat and water we drink. But it is often taken for granted by us, which is used to measure the level of air quality and how polluted the air is. The air becomes super polluted, having major bad health effects on our health. It's high time for people to know the importance and value of the air quality and the air we are breathing for a more clean and livable environment.
Hello everyone, the project name is Air Pollution Monitoring System. So the main objective of this project is to monitor the air quality parameters like presence of CO2 gases in the atmosphere and presence of dust density in the atmosphere of PM 2.5 range and temperature and humidity along with that light intensity. We are measuring all these parameters using this particular project. So let's see the components that we have used in this project. This is a Raspberry Pi microcontroller board which has a Noops OS was installed in this memory card, and this is an LCD display of 16:2, and this is DHT11 sensor which will measure temperature and humidity, and this is an LDR sensor which will able to measure the light intensity, and this is an MQ2 sensor which will measure the CO2 gas present. It can also be able to present the toxic gases present in the atmosphere. And this is PM 2.5 dust density sensor. With the help of this we will able to measure the presence of dust density of 2.5 range. And this is an ADC module, an I2C based ADC module which will have the 4 channels in it and will send the data to Raspberry Pi through I2C protocol. So we have been measuring all these parameters and been uploading to a third-party server. So how this dust density sensor works means the air particles that are passing through this hole, there is a laser diode inside of this PM 2.5 sensor, and it will identify the dust density of 2.5 mm range in that air that was passing through the hole. So you can able to measure the dust density by passing the air which has the dust particles inside of this hole. Okay, so this MQ2 sensor will able to measure the CO2 gases of which and will present the data in the form of raw values. So you can able to see the change in data in the cloud platform. So you can able to present the chemical gases like sanitizer. On top of it you can place the sensor, or else you can use the matchbox and will place the smoke in front of that sensor. Likewise, you can able to measure the CO2 gas that was present in the atmosphere. And you don't need to do anything for temperature and humidity. It will automatically capture the temperature and humidity values present in its atmosphere. And for LDR sensor, you can able to use the flashlight on top of it in order to see the change in values. So in the first step, we need to connect our Raspberry Pi to the laptop. For that, you need to change your mobile hotspot credentials as username project1, all small letters, and password 1234567889. And then you need to connect the same hotspot credentials to your laptop and need to install 2 softwares in it. One is Advanced IP Scanner, another one is VNC Viewer. So power on the Raspberry Pi using adapter, and then after a few seconds you can able to see that Raspberry Pi getting connected to your mobile hotspot. And then scan the IP addresses in Advanced IP Scanner and copy the IP address of Raspberry Pi and paste that in VNC Viewer, and it will ask for administrative details. There you need to enter username as Pi and password as Raspberry Pi. So once it gets connected, you can able to view the desktop. Once laptop gets connected to Raspberry Pi, desktop will look like this. Open source code, and then right click on test.py and open in Python 3 idle and click on run and then run module. So the values on LCD will display like this. So it will display all the sensor values like dust density value, CO2 raw value, then temperature in terms of degree centigrade, humidity in percentage, and LDR raw value. So you can also view all these values in a cloud platform. So go to thingspeak.com in order to view the values in the cloud platform and log in with your credentials. So the values on the cloud platform will be shown in the form of graphical thing. So that's it. Thank you.